Dad makes decisions, that's okay. They just kind of took a poll and did some research and said moms normally make the decisions around education. So they said, where is mom going during the holidays? Okay, she's doing a lot of shopping and things, but if she's relaxing, what is she going to do? She's going to go to the movie theater and see a movie. So then Academy School District 20 did all their promotional efforts like on the movie screen. So before the actual previews start, those things that just play on the movie screen, they had choice enrollment just to get it into their minds and start thinking. And this marketing campaign actually worked so well for Academy School District 20. So that's a great example of just when timing needs to be right. Something that I want to touch on in the right quantity. So we can even talk about the toilet paper shortage right now. So everywhere you go, toilet paper is sold out of. Could they have predicted this? Probably not, the toilet paper companies. But if they had the right quantity, they had enough, they would sell more. So that might think we want to start producing more toilet paper just in case there's another pandemic or something like that. Now, it doesn't mean that we should ship all those out to stores all the time, because where are we going to put all that toilet paper? The back room of Target isn't actually that big, you guys. So we want to make sure we have the right quantity of it. Now, another example of how that might be tough is if I ship hundreds of thousands of Easter eggs, just those little plastic Easter eggs, and then we only sell, let's say, 10,000 of them. The stores will then have this overflow of Easter eggs that they don't know what to do with, and then they're going to have to discount them, right? And sell them on clearance after Easter's over. So we want to make sure we're also getting it in the right quantity. There's a lot of pieces to this puzzle. Okay, we are going to move on into our final P, which is promotion. This is kind of the fun part where we get to be really creative with promoting our product. So how are we actually going to communicate with people that our product is out there? We can't just expect people to just find it on their own. We have to communicate it. So promotion is really just a communication process to either inform, persuade, or remind customers about a product or service. That remind piece is why Pepsi still has Super Bowl commercials. They want to remind people that Pepsi's still there, that it's a good idea to grab a Pepsi. A Pepsi sounds good. So I just wanted to mention that. Two different types of promotion. We do institutional or product promotion. Institutional is about the company or the brand itself. So you might be, if you guys are trying to do institutional promotion to encourage more people to sign up for the yearbook class, that would be, you guys are really talking about how much fun you have, how much creativity you get to use, how you can put this on your resume, all of that. Now, product promotion is about the product itself. How great is this yearbook that we've made? It is amazing. Here, let me show you all the ways that it's amazing. Okay, and I'm just going to show you guys a couple of examples. Like Starbucks uses institutional promotion to communicate fair trade. They use product promotion like this, the Christmas blend, that's specifically to sell that product, versus the fair trade is just to kind of make you feel good about Starbucks in general. Now, advertising, this is where we're talking about commercials, we're talking about social media. I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples, but I mean, for KDEC Coffee, we use Instagram. We also make commercials, and then we hang posters in the school. This is like one-way communication. We are just pushing this information out there. A great example would be commercials. So one of my favorite marketing campaigns that you guys might remember is the Thank You Mom commercials that they play a lot during the Olympics. So this is actually... Oh. So I just want to pause and say there's actually a lot of products sprinkled in through this commercial. I want to see if you can kind of spot them without me telling you exactly what they are. I'll go back and point out a few, but we've got that emotional music. We're progressing from baby to getting older. Mm. So that commercial right there is an example of a little bit of institutional promotion and a little bit of product promotion. Well, it's a lot of institutional promotion. It gave us the warm fuzzies. We love those commercials. And before we saw all the brands at the end, we saw Bounty, we saw Tide, it's P&G. We didn't really notice the products too much. Now, at the very, very beginning, that baby is wearing Pampers. There's a Pampers box in the background. Throughout when they're in, let's see if I can find it. They're in the bathroom. You can see like Head and Shoulders back there. I think it's when she's putting ice on his shoulder. Yeah, you can see it back there. So this is an example of a commercial. They just sent this out, but it makes us have the warm fuzzies, and they just sprinkled a few products in there as well. So, okay, the next one that we have is selling. This is face-to-face personal communication, which would really be relevant for you guys selling yearbooks, because you might be convincing kids. You might ask kids who never get the yearbook, why don't you ever get the yearbook? Well, because I'm never in it. Oh, well, what clubs are you a part of? What organizations? What's your favorite classes? And they might share that. And you might say, oh, are there any great pictures that you have in science class that you could share with us? And you could have that two-way communication with someone where they might be more interested in buying it. Now, I am a person who never thought I would buy products from like influencers on Instagram. But all the time now, I find myself saying, like, if I want, let's say, a certain, like a necklace, like I was really looking for a layered necklace. And instead of just searching for a layered necklace, I like went on this influencer's page. Like she's like a fashion blogger and she had one on there that she really loved and that it never gets tangled. And I was like, oh, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So sometimes you're kind of looking for that, that communication, that like two-way going back and forth with someone, and that might boost your sales. Okay, sales promotion. This is something you could do like coupons, buy one, get one games. Hey, buddy. You could do contests or maybe stamp cards. That's a great example of a sales promotion. Now, one last one that I want to talk to you guys about is publicity and PR. So publicity refers to getting, the news to be interested in what you're doing. Public relations activities kind of focus on goodwill, such as like if you're going to give back, or if you're going to say, like Target does, 5% of all of their sales goes back into the community for them to get to give back. So that's a great example of relationship building. Now, I wanted to give you guys an example of bad publicity, though, so bad media coverage. So I don't know if any of you remember hearing about this, but Build-A-Bear did this really cool, well, it was a really cool idea, promotion where you had, you could come in and you could pay your age. So yeah, it's called Pay Your Age. So basically, if you were 3-year-old, or how old are you, Frankie? 4, you would come in and all you would pay is $4 for your, man, your hair looks amazing. $4 for your Build-A-Bear. Now, if you have a Build-A-Bear, they're pretty expensive, especially all the accessories and everything. Well, this was a great idea. People went crazy for it. People went so crazy, in fact, that they basically sold out within an hour. So people were waiting in line for many, many, many hours to get to do this. And then they had to send them all away because they didn't have the right product at the right time at the right place. So they definitely met their target market. They were like, our target market wants cheap bears, right? It's really expensive to come here. So they definitely got that part of it right. The promotion, they sent out all this stuff, but the placement was not right for them. So this was actually kind of a bad example of publicity because the media caught on to this and said, hey, this was terrible. This was a disaster. So I wanted to give you guys just a general overview of marketing and how to kind of make all the pieces fit together. I hope that I have done that for today. If you have any questions, you can email me at Alyssa, ALYSSA.Johnson, JOHNSON, at ASD20.org, or reach out to Miss Doric and she can connect you with me. Thank you guys so much for your attention and sticking with it. I hope that you learned a couple of things. I will talk to you soon. Bye.